Go.
Okay, does anyone recognize this police box behind me? It's called the TARDIS, and it stands for Time and Relative Dimension in Space. It is a time machine that is the primary mode of transportation for the Doctor on the British television show Doctor Who. Doctor Who has been on the air for almost 50 years, roughly. It is a very extensive history, and throughout the course of its time, he's battled many enemies and had many adventures alongside his companions. And because of the history, it has had an effect on pop culture and television as we know today. On November 23rd, 1963, the Doctor and his companions stepped into the TARDIS for the first time and helped cavemen discover fire. According to the British Broadcasting Company's website, Sidney Newman was an executive at the time. He needed to fill a spot between grandstand and jukebox jury on Saturday nights. This is Sidney Newman, and he came up with he's the creator of Doctor Who. The British Broadcasting Company is the company who still produces Doctor Who till today. The Doctor is a Time Lord from Gallifrey, from the planet Gallifrey, and he is approximately 1,200 years old. And they mention his age periodically throughout the show, but because it's time travel, his age changes quite frequently. Since its beginning, 11 different actors have played the Doctor. The first one was William Hartnell in 1963, and that's William Hartnell. The first part of the series ran from 1963 to 1989 and included 26 seasons and 7 different Doctors. And these are the rest of the Doctors. This is Patrick Troughton, John Pertwee, Tom Baker, Peter Davison, Colin Baker, and Sylvester McCoy. This is the 8th Doctor, who's played by Paul McGann. He played him in a TV movie in 1996. This is the last time anyone would hear from the Doctor until 2005. These are the men who have played the Doctor since 2005. This is Christopher Eccleston, David Tennant, and Matt Smith. Chris Eccleston played the 9th Doctor, and most people think he's the 1st Doctor, but unless you're seeing the first part of the series. David Tennant played the 10th Doctor, and you might recognize him as Barty Crouch Jr. from the Harry Potter movies. And Matt Smith plays the current and most recent Doctor on television. Despite the numerous actors, the Doctor still found time to have a variety of adventures. Throughout these adventures, he has been doing battle with many enemies, and some enemies just can't get enough of the Doctor and are bent on destroying him. And these are 3 of his greatest enemies, as you would say. They come back time and time again. This is the Daleks, the Cybermen, and the Weeping Angels. The Daleks, according to the BBC's website, first appeared on the show a month after its premiere in 1963. They are an alien race who is bent on taking over the universe, taking over the world, the universe, whatever, and making everyone like them, breaking them down and sticking them into these metal machines, basically. The Cybermen are robotic beings who are, like the Daleks, bent on destroying the Doctor and making everyone like them. What makes them unique is that they start out as organic beings. They're not always human, and they slowly over time replace themselves with computer and metal. They seek to rid the world of emotion because they, being computers, find it to inhibit logic. Finally, we come to the Weeping Angels. The Weeping Angels are newer to the series. They've only been on since roughly 2005. And what makes them unique is that they're statues, but only when you look at them. They're very quick, very fast, and very strong. But the minute you look at them, they freeze in place and become stone. And the reason that they are called weeping angels is that they cover their eyes, makes them look like they're weeping. Because if they didn't cover their eyes and they were to catch a glimpse of themselves in a mirror or to see another angel, they would be frozen into place until something moved them. The Doctor has traveled all over time and space to faraway galaxies and some not so far away places. He's done battle in places London, Cardiff, on the moon, and even here in the U.S. The way the seasons are broken up is that they do 5 episodes, and they take a little break. They do a Christmas episode, take a little break, and then they finish the rest of the series. And for the last episode of the first part of this series, they were here in New York City, battling the weeping angels. And you must think that for all the people the Doctor gets to meet, he must never be a lonely God. But he is. To be traveling from one place to another and never have that constant person in your life. So to counteract that, he takes along companions. The first Doctor, played by Harnell, he traveled with 2 teachers and a student. The last Doctor traveled with a married couple of the Ponds. And they are the last companions as of right now. But he's also had many others throughout his time. And these are just a few of them. Sarah Jane Smith, Ace, Rose Tyler, Captain Jack Harkness, Donna Noble, Martha Jones, and River Song. Sarah Jane Smith is unique in the fact that she has traveled with both the 3rd, the 4th, and the 10th Doctor. Because of her popularity, Sarah Jane got her own television spinoff called The Sarah Jane Adventures. According to IMDb.com, it ran from 2007 to 2011 and included her battling aliens with her friends and family. Another companion to get a spinoff would be Captain Jack Harkness. He became the leader of this government institute called Torchwood. And Torchwood deals aliens, supernatural things, battling them when the Doctor isn't around. As part of the Doctor Who phenomenon, there's been multiple memorabilia that has come out, and you can basically find anything Doctor Who. They have t-shirts, hats, masks, keychains, dolls even, cookie jars, pots, pans, mugs, cups. It's just crazy the amount of stuff they have. But I can only begin to cover what Doctor Who is. I mean, 50 years on the air almost. It's a lot of time, obviously. And throughout his almost 50 years, the Doctor has battled many enemies and enjoyed many adventures with his companions. The result of all this would be a wide fan base and the variety of memorabilia you can find. Also, the spin-offs helped a little bit. Thank you.